Hi, Anita here. I just want to share with you a quick idea to organise inspiration for pages and bits and pieces. I started doing this one a while ago, and it's actually my layout ideas, and it's just a D-ring folder that's quite thick with just page protectors in it, and all I've done is printed out in colour layouts that I've liked, and then colour copied them onto just normal A4 white paper. And as you can see, there's quite a lot in here, and I find it quite hard to lug this around if you've already packed astronomical amounts of stuff to go anywhere to scrap, and it's quite heavy. And plus, you know, there's stuff in here that I've saved off, you know, 2 or 3 years ago where my style's changed yet again. So it's not really relevant for the moment. So what I decided to do recently was to create one for just this year. So all I did was buy a little notebook. It's, you know, I think it's an A5 notebook, and it's just got ruled paper in it. And all I've done is, Pinterest is a great place to find layouts that you can save. It's electronic hoarding. I love it. It doesn't slow my computer down. It's all done and saved online. Sorry, that's just Riley having fun. So what I've done is I've saved the images off as 6x4 photos and printed them out for like 10 cents a print. And then just stuck them into the book. So this is quite handy. It's not very thick. Excuse me, not very thick. So I can take it with me to crop nights and whatnot to flip through for ideas. So as you can see, so that's a 6x4 photo there. So I'll just quickly show you what I've done. Just have to swap hands. So if you find a page that you like, or anything online, so I'm in my Pinterest, so if you right click it and go to save picture as, save it off into wherever you decide file is, and I use Photoshop. So I would then go into file and go, excuse me, new, and then I make a file 6x4 inches, which is your normal standard 6x4 photo size, and I usually make it 150 resolution, just because it's a finer print, and it won't come out blurry. So then that's open. So then what I do is I go up to, sorry, I'm doing this with my left hand, file and go open, and then I'm going to go where I've saved all these pictures when it hurries up. So here you can see I've saved off a heap of page layouts that I've liked. So all I'm going to do is I'll just open one that I like, and then just go open, and then all I do is click and drag that into the new page. And if you need to resize it, for those who have Photoshop, you would know how to do that, but it's just Control T, which is transform, and if you just hold the shift key, see, it comes up with these little, if you hold the shift key while you're dragging that out, it'll drag it out proportionally. So I just need to do that with my pinky and then hit enter. So then all I need to do is go up to layer, and you want to go down to, I can't see it on the screen, hang on, flatten image, which then flattens it so there's no layers. And then all you need to do is go file, save as, and what you need to do is to save it, I usually save mine to a USB or a thumb drive. You just need to make sure it's saved as a JPEG. So what I've done here is that actual white space is a 6x4, so it's going to print with white either side, but that's height width. I'll just come in a little bit from it, but that will fit height wise on a 6x4, and that way that's how I print off my pages I like for inspiration to put in this book. It's also how I go about creating photo cutouts. If any of you have seen my pages, I've probably mentioned photo cutouts, whereby I find an image I like and I print it out as a photo using this same method, and then I'll print them out as standard photos and cut them out and use them on my page. So yeah, inspiration journal, well, not inspiration journals, but idea books are quite handy to have, especially when you hit a wall and you have no idea what to create. It either just gives you a little push, or your brain triggers a little thing, oh yep, I can do that. So they're just handy to have. Not necessarily, I don't copy them, but I like taking bits of what I like from someone else's layout to use and make my own. So yeah, very cheap, inexpensive, and I can certainly ditch this one. I think I'm thinking about ditching the big one and just going with these and having one for next year as well, and then that way, I know it's a bit of a history lesson on how your scrapbooking has evolved, and what you used to like you may not like anymore. So yeah, if you haven't got one, I recommend making a layout, a inspiration book. So yeah, thanks for watching.